Yeah, all good. All good. Just going for a nice, peaceful walk this morning. It's a nice morning. It's good to get up early and go for a walk before it gets too hot. And usually go for morning walks before it gets too hot or in the evening when it cools down. But I was doing a bit of reflecting on my walk today. And one of the things that sort of, from my experience of working with individual players and teams for a number of years, is that you get some players who, and this goes for life as well too, not just in football but life in general too. They sort of focus on other people are doing. You tend to find the players that play at the highest level, the coaches and other professionals, they are aware of what's going on outside them, but they're really focused on themselves. And you get the certain players that they're sort of focusing and gossiping and complaining about who's getting picked, who's not getting picked, who's getting praise, who's getting ahead, who's signing where, this, that, and the other. And I'm not saying they're not important things to be aware about some of those things, but the most important thing for me, the job is simple. You focus on yourself, you focus on your own technical ability, you focus on your own tactics, you focus on your own fitness, where you are, where you need to be, maintain that peak. You focus on your own attitude, you focus on your own psychological development, personal development, you focus on your next session, and so on and so forth, your own game. And look, there's nothing wrong with asking questions if you're not being picked in a team in the right way. You ask the coaching staff, the manager, how come I haven't, what do I need to do to get back in the team? There's nothing wrong with all that. I suppose for me, it's about bringing back as many things as you can into your own control, and trying to affect them best you can in your own control. And look, I'm not here to give advice or make suggestions. I'm just here giving you my own sort of thoughts anecdotally. What I would say for me, in my experience, the player who improves quietly today, and when I say improves quietly, I don't think there's anything wrong with sort of sharing and putting stuff out there and so on and so forth. But I think what's really important is you sort of, you don't let it distract you from what you're doing. You focus on your business at hand. You focus on what you need to do. Because for me, the player that improves quietly today is a player that generally you'll see they notice tomorrow, so to speak. So yeah, I always think for me, it's all that sort of gossip and complaining and people spending endless hours on social media seeing who's doing what and whatever else. Really, look, that's not relevant. Is what I say. What's relevant is you, where you are, where you want to go, how you're going to get there, and sort of focus on how, and that doesn't just apply to football, by the way. That can apply to life in general. That can apply to sort of academia, to many areas of life. That's something sort of learned in football. That's my take on it. You might see it differently, so it's good to get other perspectives.